44%
This is
says
Chris.
that employees
I'll be walking
work
through
primarily
you
using mobile
on
devices.
training for your technology.
88% says that they find time
The objectives
and
of the
competing
lesson
priorities are barriers.
the first
to
one
provide
is
support.
why receive professional
And
development.
69% expect
What are the different
development to be
types of
more
professional
important
developments
to
that are
employees in the
needed?
future.
When should professional development be
So
provided?
this is a depiction of
Who
course,
should
the
deliver
Coyote
professional
and the
development?
Roadrunner.
And where should
The
professional
Coyote
development
reflects
be
the
provided?
training,
I will also
and
talk
the
about
Roadrunner
learning
is the
ecosystem.
business.
And also, what is a
the
modern learner?
business is
We're
where
going to talk about that in this lesson.
really is
See you
having
there.
a fast growth and trade.
We are
is
now
just
in the
catching
world
up.
of
we know we
what
can't keep up with the pace of the
philosophers
modern
are
business
saying that
using
we are
the
in
current
the fourth
tactics
industrial
that we have.
industrial revolution.
So, in order
From
for
the first
us
industrial
to
revolution,
make sure
we have
to
develop
develop
the
the
human
business
side
side
and
to
steam.
with a fast-paced
We use
business,
steam and power to replace human and animal
priorities,
power with machines.
We need to make
The second
changes
industrial
as training
revolution
and
is for
development
electricity, where I talked about when we created electricity.
How can we now
internal
prepare
combustion,
in this fast
engines,
growth?
airplanes, cell phones?
The first one,
Cars,
we must
radio, and
recognize
mass
that we have
production.
many more options beyond
The third
courses.
industrial revolution is
Or
the
the
instructional
automation,
class
which that we
electronics, the internet, and the information
Second,
technology.
We must agree to
used to
focus
for
on
automation
only
of
need
mass
to
production.
know information
Now,
and not overwhelm
philosophers
our
are saying
employees'
that
ability
we are
to
on
retain.
the revolution of
Even
cyber
if
physical system
SMEs or subject matter experts think
where we
everything
have
must be
driverless
covered.
cars, smart robotics, materials that are lighter and tougher, and manufacture process built around 3D printing. With this type of philosophy or industrial revolution, this would also reflect on the modern learner in the workplace. How would our learners adapt to the fast growing revolution of business, and how we can keep up with the
what are
fast
different
changing
types of
processes
professional development?
and changes with
Number
the
one,
technology?
Technology support
So
staff.
we have to make
Number
sure
two,
that we have
administrators.
Number three, we have to
administrative staff members.
our training
Four,
for technology through
teachers.
this type of philosophy. 5, students. We
The timing
understand
of the
that the
professional
working
development
world
is very
is
important
evolving,
because you don't want to
but our
train at the
ability to
beginning or
support
too
it
early
hasn't
or
kept
too
pace.
late. Preliminary
67%
training in a system or an application should be
said
offered
that
before
changes
a
in
new
the work
upgrade
require
or upgraded
employees
technologies
to
to
increasingly
increasingly learn
accessible
faster
to the users.
44%
So this is very important.
says
You
that
want to
employees work
time
primarily using
where
mobile
they have a
devices.
chance to really learn the software
88%
itself, and you
says
provide them
that
with the material that you need.
they find time and competing
So who do
priorities
you
are
think
barriers
should
to
deliver
provide support.
professional development?
And 69% expect
So the first one, of course, you have your
development to
in-house
be more
staff, or
important
if you have
to
an
the
in-house
employees in the
staff
future.
trainers. Second, if you have any vendors, you
So
would
this
like
is
to
a
contract,
depiction of course,
consulting
the
firms,
Coyote and the
training firms
Roadrunner.
or consultants,
And
the
the Coyote
peer
reflects the
organization.
training, and the Roadrunner is the business.
So
The
we've talked
business
about
is
who are going to
where
be the trainer, who are going to be
really
the training,
is having
the timing of
a
the
fast
professional development. We've
growth
talked about
and
why we
trade
need
is
it.
just
We
catching
also
up.
talk about the different
We
types
know
of
we
professional
can't keep
development.
up with the pace
Now
of the
this-
modern business
Now, well, I'm going to
using
show
the
you now
current
how are you
tactics
going
that
to
we
provide
have.
your professional development.
So,
So
in
this is
order
a
for
modern
us to
learning
make
ecosystem framework
make sure
by Dylan
to be with
2018,
the
which is
business
really,
side
really
or
good.
to with the
And,
fast-pacing
I
business
just got this information
priorities,
very fresh for, like this
we
month,
need to
which
make
basically
changes
tells us
as
what are the
training
different,
and
how can we
development
provide
team.
training to our end users from a modern learner.
How
Let's
can
look
we
at
now
this graph
prepare
or this
in this
like,
fast
model or theoretical framework?
First one,
On the top,
we must
of the-
recognize
the
that we have many
top
more
of the
options
framework
beyond courses.
You would see a more
or the
structured
instructional
training,
classes that we have.
and then when you go down, you will see more
Second,
of unstructured.
we must
type
agree
of
to
training.
focus on only need to
And then on
know
the left side is
information
the priority,
and not
the bottom is the
overwhelm our
availability.
employees' ability
So
to
as you
retain.
can see that you, as
Even
you go
if
up, it's more the
SMEs or
priority
subject
is
matter
higher,
experts think
and when you go down,
everything
is
must
the
be covered.
availability is the priority is lesser.
So why do we need to
and when we talked about this
receive
one, that
professional development?
sometimes training, when we talk about
We
training,
need to
we only
train
talk about formal
users to
training,
develop
such as
basic knowledge
classroom
and skills
sessions, e-learning.
needed to operate
Those
technology.
are some of the
Second,
formal or
we
in
need to
on-demand
provide
learning, such as
professional
e-learning,
development to users to
mock
apply technology
classroom
in
sessions,
support of instruction
Alright,
and management
so
activities.
these are some of the trainings that
Three,
that
high
a
and
business
appropriate
organization,
usage
a
of
system
technology
ownership
is
likes
important
us to do
with
as
business
trainers.
outcomes.
However, because of the fast-pacing change
that
So
the
what are
businesses
different types of
the
professional
business is
developments?
rapidly changing.
Number one,
We can't anymore do
technology
that. We
support
can't,
staff.
we
Number
can't
two,
create
administrators.
classes anymore for
Number three,
time management
administrative
or to
staff
if a new
members.
upgrade coming in.
Four,
You just
teachers.
cannot keep up with the
Five,
pace because
students.
software is changing faster as well.
The timing
So
of
when
the
you go
professional
down
development is
framework,
very
you see
important
there, there's
because
actually
you
some
don't want to train at the
continuous
beginning too
reinforcement.
early or too late.
You can have
Preliminary
you
training on a
can do the
system or an
microlearning,
application
which
should
is
be
a
offered
fast-based,
before a new upgrade or
videos you
upgraded
can
technology is
do,
fully
and then the
implemented.
users can search
Makes
for it. They
accessible
can
to
do
the
it
users.
all in like
So
less than
this
5
is
minutes
very
or a
important.
minute
You
or
wanna
so.
we wanna
You
time
also
it
create quizzes,
where they have a
subscription
chance to
learning,
really learn the
newsletters, and
software
practice
itself,
activities.
and you provided them with the material.
Another way
that you
too
need.
is performance support. So you can have a social
So who do you think
platform or a
should deliver
social platform
professional
way
development?
that you can create with your
So the first one, of course, you have your
with a
in-house
site
staff,
that
or you have
our
an
end
in-house
users can
staff
collaborate
trainers.
among itself.
Second, if you have any vendors you would like to contract,
social platform,
consulting firms,
let's create a
training
category
firms, or
about community
consultants,
learners, about
and
a
staff
particular
from peer
software, and they
organization.
can collaborate amongst themselves. Another way is just
So,
about but the
We talked
availability is
about
higher
who are going to
because
be the training, who are going to be the training.
it's
going to
timing
be
of
the
the
shared knowledge, which is the
development.
internet. We've talked
Wiki
about
pages,
why we
social
need
platforms,
it,
or
and we'll
user-generated
also talk
content.
about the different
So
types of
basically, it's
professional
like
development.
Google of your internet.
Now this,
Google is like a Google
now
search
well, I'm going to
or
show you
a
now
site that
how
where
are you going
your
to
learners can
provide
actually
professional
create
development.
their own content.
So this is the modern learning
and
ecosystem
they
framework
can
by Dylan 2018.
share it
really,
with other
really good.
people. They don't
And,
need to,
to
I
rely
just got
on
this information
very
very
fresh
training
like this
to,
much
to know
which
about
basically
some
tells us
upgrade
what are
of
the different
software,
how can we
or
provide
there's new
training
things coming in.
to our end
So as
users
you
from
can
a
see
modern
that
learner.
this framework really
As you can see in this graph
help
or
us
this
understand
like
on the
model or
changes
theoretical
of
framework
the modern
on the top of
modern
the
learning,
top of
on
the
how we
framework
need to make the
you would see a
changes
more structured
of
training
from
and then when you
you
go
know,
down
we
you
have
will
to
see
change
more
from
of unstructured type of training.
more structured training to
And
a
then on the
more
left side
informal
is
one,
the
a structured
priority,
one.
and the bottom
And I
is the
think this will
availability.
help out a lot of
So as you can see that you,
if
as
you're
you
really
go
gonna
up,
focus
it's more the
on
priority
making
is
changes with
higher,
your framework.
and when you go down is the availability is
In
low,
summary,
is the priority is
technology
is
training is
lesser.
vital in the
And when we
success
talked
of an
about this
effective use
one
of
that
technology.
sometimes
Training and
when we talk
development
about
teams
training
need to
we only
adapt
talk
to the
about formal
qualities of the
training
model
such as
learner.
classroom
And learning
sessions,
ecosystem
e-learning.
is a model to
Those
use in
are
planning and developing
some of the
training
formal
plan.
or in on-demand learning such as e-learning, MOOCs, classroom sessions. All right. So these are some of the trainings that a business organization, a system leadership likes us to do as the trainers. However, because of the fast-paced change that the business is rapidly changing, we can't anymore do that. We can't create classes anymore for time management or to if a new upgrade coming in, you just cannot keep up with that pace because software is changing faster as well. So when you go down the framework, you would see there's actually some continuous reinforcement. You could do the micro learning, which is a fast-based videos you can do, and then the users can search for it and they can do it all in like less than 5 minutes or a minute or so. You also create quizzes, subscription learning, newsletters, and practice activities. Another way too is performance support. So you can have a social platform or a social platform way that you can create with your with a site that our end users can collaborate among themselves. We don't need to do anything. We just have to create the social platform, create a category about a community of learners about a particular software, and they can collaborate amongst themselves. Another way is just about but the availability is higher because it's going to be the shared knowledge, which is the internet, wiki pages, social platforms, or user-generated content. So basically, it's like a Google of your internet. Google is like a Google search or a site that where your learners can actually create their own content, and they can share it with other people. They don't need to rely on a classroom training to know about some upgrade of the software or if there's new things coming in. So as you can see that this framework really help us understand on the changes of the modern of a modern learner, on how we need to make the changes we're going to change from the more structured training to a more informal one and a structured one. And I think this will really help out a lot of organization if you're really going to focus on making changes with your framework. In summary, Technology training is vital in the success of an effective use of technology. Training and development teams need to adapt to the qualities of a model learner, and learning ecosystem is a model to use in planning and developing a training plan.